Our next film has an impressive cast and director, but it's a big disappointment nonetheless. It's Kenneth Branagh's Peter's Friends, which accurately is being referred to as the British Big Chill, but it's not as good as that American film about former rebels reconsidering their lives during one long besotted weekend. The problem here is that everyone is just a little too clever to be believed. You can hear the lines coming off the screenwriter's word processor. Here in an early scene, the friends begin to reunite. Branagh plays the husband of an American TV star played by Rita Rudner.
Darling! Did you bring a surfboard?
No, that's just Carol.
Oh, ignore him. He's a monster. Hi.
Carol, it's a joyful gorgeosity.
Oh, and what's all this then?
It's called the pot belly, Andrew. We have those in England, along with culture.
Be very careful with everything.
It's just too clever by a half. Another studied bit, Rudner is a binge purger obsessed about her weight.
What's that I smell?
That's what we're having for dinner. Cream of mushroom soup, roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, buttered carrots, sprouts, parsnips, mashed potatoes and trifle.
Should I send for the ambulance now?
And then there's the sexual escapade as Peter's platonic friend, played by Emma Thompson, launches a midnight come-on.
Is everything all right?
Fill me with your little babies.
Oh, my God.
That's Stephen Fry as Peter, and his character, in fact, all of these characters made my skin crawl. I didn't believe in the reality of any of them. They all seemed precious. I didn't find their performances all that convincing either. I wanted some unpredictable moments, some dead patches, some real pain and humor, not a bunch of smart alecks. In short, I didn't like Peter or his friends.
Well, given the fact, Gene, that this is considered to be a comedy, I didn't really miss the dead patches or the pain. I enjoyed this movie as an entertainment. I thought the people were funny. I thought they were charming. I thought they had some funny lines of dialogue. I enjoyed their company. It's not intended, I don't think, to be insightful in the same way that The Big Chill is. It's a comedy and it's funny.
And it isn't, but if you're putting together a group of characters, Roger, and we're going to, you know, this is a 10-year reunion, and they're getting together, then there has to be some point to it. And I thought it was more than just sitcom material, because that's all that's here, and it didn't have the credibility of sitcom material.
Well, you're missing the whole plot involving what Peter has done with his life and how Vera, the housekeeper, really cares about him and is disappointed.
Well, now you're saying there are some points. There are some.
Well, of course there are some very interesting things, and at the end there's a reason why they're all together too.
But I think that they are not believable. Not a single one of them.
Well, I believe them. When we come back, our video pick of the week, a bestseller created entirely on computers.
The movie Peter's Friends is about a reunion of long-lost friends who join together in both joy and heartbreak. Film critic Roger Ebert tells us how this get-together works out.
Peter's Friends takes place over a New Year's weekend in a country home in England where a group of people who went to college together reassemble after 20 years at the home of their old friend Peter. And the movie opens as The Big Chill did, with all of the old pals greeting each other after a separation of many years.
Did you bring a surfboard?
No, that's just Carol.
Oh, ignore him. He's a monster. Hi.
Carol, it's a joyful gorgeosity.
Oh, and what's all this then?
It's called the pot belly, Andrew. We have those in England, along with culture.
Be very careful with everything.
The movie was co-written by American comedian Rita Rudner, who also co-stars as an American soap opera star who comes to visit and thinks, of course, that the best bedroom has got to be hers. But her host, Peter, played by Stephen Fry, says no, that's his room.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No. That's quite all right. Yours is right next door.
Is it as nice as this one?
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If this were my house, I'd want the best room, too. Andrew? Bags?
she's fine when she's asleep.
Emma Thompson is another co-star in the film. She has a very good performance as a woman who has always believed she was destined to marry Peter, and eventually one night she lets him know exactly what's on her mind.
Fill me with your little babies.
Oh, my God. I think you'd better come inside. No, by all things godly, no! What are you doing?
Peter, you have to give our relationship a chance.
What?
I've only just realized I love you.
Max, I love you too, but we're friends.
I mentioned The Big Chill earlier, and this film does belong to the same genre, although it's a good deal funnier as these old friends talk about secrets in their past and discover, to their horror, that they also have some secrets in the present. The cast is superb. They're all funny. They're all right on target. And at the end, there's a kind of a bittersweet revelation that makes the movie a little bit more meaningful. I give it 3.5 stars, and I'm Roger Ebert.